Welcome to another edition of Buy or Sell on Tech Sideline as we take a look at some potential outcomes in the upcoming game between Virginia Tech and Louisville. I'm Riley Klaus, and today I'm joined by Chris Coleman, Will Stewart, and Andy Bitter, with this production being produced by Nick Brown behind the scenes. If you're new to the channel or this type of video, here is how it works. Each week we make 5 lines in which we respond with buy if we think it will happen in the game, or sell if we think it will not. You can participate by going to techsideline.com and getting in on the vote yourself. Well, before we jump into this matchup against Louisville, let's talk about what happened last time, as it was a matchup between Virginia Tech and Cal. Line number 1 was Virginia Tech uses all 6 of its timeouts. They did not, as we knew that by the end of the first half, that everybody picked up a point there. So nice start 1-for-1 with everyone. Then the next line was Jaron Kiave Sangapolo-Tele, the quarterback for Cal, has a positive touchdown to interception ratio. He did, but it came down to the wire.
It's the stinking ref's fault because the game never should have gone to overtime.
Meanwhile, Virginia Tech, 7+ penalties.
8+.
That they did. And so Nick and David with the fans picked up a point on that one. Then we had Nick Valsistas, the punter, going 44+ yards per punt. He did not. I was the only one to pick up a point there.
The one that got blocked, I swear what I was thinking was going to go like 60 yards. No question.
Yeah. Well, he had a good punt before that. They got a penalty and had to re-kick it.
That's right.
And then the one which at the time had us questioning, but it turns out Nick knew what he was doing. Marcellus Hawkins, 7.5+ yards per attempt. That he did, and with a large sample size.
Yeah, the thing about that is we all agreed that sure, he could average 7.5 if he didn't run it a bunch. Then he ran it a bunch and averaged 8 point something.
That is the crown jewel of Nick's buy or sell.
It really is.
Like, I would put that on future resumes that you might have out there. Like, I nailed this yards per carry one. We made so much fun of it last week. And to win that, I feel like it should be worth more than 1 point on there.
So point of procedure here. The graphic says Valsistas. It's Velt.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I'm just asking for my own sake, not to embarrass you.
Yeah. Well, Nick has gone against the grain plenty this season, but that one paid off for him. We'll quick go with the season standings here. I'm at 29 picks right in first. Then Chris has 24 in second, right in front of Andy with 23. Then Will at 22 picks right. The fans with 21, and so with David and Nick right behind at 19. So we've got.
Well, I wouldn't say he's right behind it, Riley.
Yeah, it's a tight race between some of those there. And so with all that being said, let's jump into what this matchup looks like against Louisville with line number 1, an off the field line. Buy or sell that 62,500 or more fans go to this game at Lane Stadium on Saturday.
I'm selling it. I think they had 57,000 against Vanderbilt, 53,000 against Cal. Well, do you remember the official attendance for Wake Forest? That's probably the better indicator.
Sell out.
Let me
65.
Yeah,
Was
let
it
me really
60?
65,
Vandy.
632.
Yeah, Vandy and Wake Forest both sold out.
Okay.
ODU and Wofford were at 57K, and Cal was at 53, almost 54K.
So Wake sold out. Some other Saturday. Yeah, that was hard to say. I sold it. I just think people are just ready for see what's going to happen after football season or during football season. But you know what I mean. I don't get the sense. I don't know. I'm just selling it.
I bought this one for a couple reasons. They're coming off a win. People are excited. That was a fun win. People want to show up. It might be the last good tailgating opportunity you have this year. So regardless of how the team is doing, you want to go out there and enjoy. I mean, it's prime tailgating situation too. At 3 o'clock start, you have plenty of time in the morning to get out there and get pretty well lubed up for this game. And the weather, not great, but it's not going to be like it is for Miami later this year, where I think it could be pretty darn cold for that game. And, lastly, you compare it to the Cal and you go, well, they got 53 at Cal. That's a pretty low number. It is. That's also a Friday night game. A little bit different from a Saturday afternoon. I think those Friday night, Thursday night games are just tougher for fans to get to. If you work all day and it's like, how am I going to get to a night game at that time? So for all those reasons, I buy.
Louisville will bring more fans than Cal did also. That's also worth pointing out.
I was poking around yesterday trying to see if I could get any inside intel on whether ticket sales were going well or not for this game. I didn't get anything, so I don't know. So I bought this one, though. No inside info.
Well, that is all very solid logic, but I am selling it. So average attendance so far this year is 59,991. So I'm thinking like you shouldn't do this on anecdotal evidence, but most of my friends aren't coming. So
Right.
I got that vibe going. Now what I did for buy or sell this week is, in my mind, I made my own selections. Then I asked AI what it thought. I didn't use Chat GPT. I just searched on Google and put it in AI mode. So AI is also selling it, and I'm going to read you what it says throughout all of these picks. It is unlikely that Virginia Tech versus Louisville football game will have at least 62,500 fans in attendance. While the official capacity of Virginia Tech's Lane Stadium is 65,632, recent attendance figures have been lower even for home wins. So
now remember, we're not talking about actual attendance here. Right, we're talking about what the official,
the announced,
yeah, not like So
whatever the official number is.
Yeah,
we should add a AI to that. Like, see if
I totally agree.
Yeah. See if we can beat AI.
Now, fans are buying that the attendance will be 62.5
because they want to be right, like me.
55% clip.
Well, how about that? I'm going to join Andy on that as well, buying for the same reasons. David is selling this, and Nick is buying the line. So that's one of those that we'll have to see how it all turns out.
Yeah, that one's very split, so that'll be a differentiator.
Meanwhile, line number 2 is Virginia Tech gets 5+ TFLs in the contest.
I bought it because they are averaging over 5 tackles for loss per game, and Louisville is allowing over 5 tackles lost per game. So I bought it.
You know what they had last week? 4.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
But
Copeland had 3
sacks.
sacks, and they only had 4 for the game.
And I think there's one other game where they only had 4.
You know, Cal threw it a bunch, so you were only going to get him on sacks in that game. I think Louisville will run the ball more, and that gives more opportunities to get a TFL. You know, we mentioned Louisville's offensive line, not exactly the strength of that group. Right. I think the skill players are better, but I think there'll be opportunities there. So I bought this one.
I am buying it, and AI agrees with me, saying there are strong indicators that Virginia Tech will achieve 5 or more tackles for loss, TFLs, against Louisville in their upcoming November 1, 2025 game. The Hokies' defensive line has a history of disruptive plays, and Louisville's offense has shown vulnerabilities to pressure this season. And the fans are selling it at 61%.
How about that with we'll have to hold Google accountable this week as well in terms of what it predicts, but I'm going to sell it. They've had it in some games, haven't had it in some, so I'm going to roll the dice. David is joining me in on that with selling it, but Nick is going to buy it, that they do have it happen. Now for line number 3, we're going to go to the Louisville side of the equation. Buy or sell that Chris Bell, a receiver for the Cardinals, has 5 or more catches in this game.
I bought it. He's had some really good games recently. Had a huge game against Miami, and Virginia Tech's secondary is just really beat up.
Yeah, I bought this one too. He has a lot of games. There's like a 12-catch game, a 9-catch game, but he's also had a bunch that was like 4. So that would have been under on this one. I just think he's going to get targeted early and often, and I have some questions about the Hokies secondary. So buy.
I'm also buying it, and AI, man, what a watered down response. Determining if Chris Bell will have at least 5 receptions against Virginia Tech requires speculation, but his recent performance suggests he is capable. During the 2025 season, he's averaging more than 5 catches per game. Well, okay, really stepping out on a ledge there.
You need to go to like chat.
I'll do that next
right, and then you can say, I need a yes or no answer. And then it'll be like, fine.
The fans are buying it at 87%. So this is all strong buy except for somebody who's currently trailing in the season standings.
That's right.
That indeed.
Hey, last time Nick went lone wolf.
Yeah, buddy.
He came out on top.
Right. I'm buying it. David's buying it, but Nick is selling. So there is that lone wolf pick again. Well, we're going to have 2 more lines for you, but first, a message from one of our sponsors at Tech Sideline.
This Tech Sideline video comes to you from the Tech Solutions Studio. Tech Solutions, located in Arlington, Virginia, provides specialized CETA engineering and financial advisory services to the Department of Defense and Intelligence community. Based on the philosophy of only hiring the best of the best, we pride ourselves on being customer and mission focused. A Washington Post top workplace winner in 2024 and 2025, we're always looking for talented and motivated individuals to join our team. Visit techsolutionsva.com/careers to learn more. That is techsolutionsva.com/careers.
Thank you. Let's keep it rolling with line number 4. Virginia Tech scores once on their first 2 drives. So either or both would work in this
At
equation.
least once.
Yes, at least once.
I sold it. I only have them scoring 3 times the whole game at 13 points, so it's natural to sell.
I went back and forth on this one. I bought it. I think I went back and looked at Louisville's last couple games. They have given up points early in these games. I thought Virginia Tech looked great on their first couple drives last week. I wonder if that's a matter of scripting plays or anything like that, if they do a little bit better in that situation. So maybe against my better judgment, I bought this one.
I am selling it, we'll go with AI's verbiage here. While there's no way to predict the outcome of future plays.
Oh my God, AI, we get it. You can't predict how it's going to go. You don't need to preface every answer like that.
It is begin bold print. Unlikely that Virginia Tech will score on either of its first 2 possessions against Louisville.
I'm glad I'm fading AI on most of these picks. I don't like this.
In bold print, given the recent history and matchups between these teams. Okay, and the fans are selling it at 56% clip.
Meanwhile, I am going to buy it. I'm thinking they could at least get a field goal within their first 2 drives. David is selling it, and Nick is going to buy it. So
Nick, you got to put the graphic up.
A little bit of a mix there in terms of what's going on.
Right.
And let's close it out with line number 5. Keep it on Virginia Tech's offense. The Hokies convert 5 or more third downs in this game.
I'm buying it. I mean, it seems like over 4 quarters of football, you should average slightly more than 1 third down conversion per quarter. So I'm buying it.
They've done this in every single game but one this year, and it was the Georgia Tech one where they had 0. So every other game they've done this. I'm going to say they do this. Bye.
I am going to sell it. I was originally going to buy it, but then I decided to go with AI. Now, Andy, don't blow your top, okay?
It's going to be very hard to predict how this goes. We get it, AI.
It is not possible
like
to predict with certainty whether Virginia Tech will convert at least 5 third downs against Louisville in their upcoming game. However, based on statistical performance from the, listen to this, 2024 season. Boo.
What does that have to do with this? Come
and
on.
recent trends, it appears unlikely they'll reach that number. And the fans are also selling it at 52%. So it's very close.
When we take a look at the other picks, I'm going to buy it. Nick is going to buy it. David is going to sell it. So that completes our picks for the week. So just to clarify, Will, you did put what AI said. So that's our test this week, and we can look at what you
I did.
you said.
AI matches me.
Okay, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
It has been going great lately. For being honest.
No, I've been 2 for 2 for 2 for 2 for, I think.
We'll see how it goes this week with this matchup against Louisville. Those are our picks for this week. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Buy or Sell. We will have more throughout this season as the games continue. For Chris Coleman, Will Stewart, Andy Vitter, and Nick Brown producing behind the scenes, I'm Riley Klaus saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you in another one.